You're listening to the Artist King podcast.
This is DTM of DeltaTangoMike.com, and this is the Artist King podcast, episode 76. Please take the time to download the Artist King podcast in your favorite platform and listen anytime. We would like to hear your opinions and suggestions, so please direct your comments to dtm@artistking.org. The Artist King podcast is available on iTunes, Spreaker.com, Stitcher Radio, and ArtistKingArchive.com. This week, we finally get a chance to hear the story of who James Eugene is, how long I've known him, and the art life he's been living in for a long time. James Eugene is a 20-year art business veteran and digital art instructor with an unbelievably amazing and unique art style. Check out more of his work at neoartstyle.com and find him on Instagram and Twitter under ArtistGym114. The Artist King podcast is made possible by the support of our sponsors. You can find them in the partners page at artistking.org, and they include the law offices of Deborah Gonzalez Esquire, VelocityScreenprint.net, RevolveSkate.com, Old Hub at Giant, Southside Sickest, Mex Manny Beats, The Biz Garage, Supernova South, and Sharpie Slam 2015. The biggest, baddest art event of the year is coming to the Biltmore Hotel Wednesday, October 7th, 6 to 9 p.m. 6 teams go toe-to-toe and only one will be crowned ATL Supreme Champ. Tickets now available at supernovasouth.org. Now on to our artist interview with James Eugene.
Well, my name is James Eugene, aka Jim 114. There's a whole science behind that.
Okay.
By the way, I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Okay.
I was born in Brooklyn. Been in Atlanta for a while. Dan was actually one of the first people I actually ever met since I came to Atlanta, and that was 99, 98.
Mm-hmm. That's a long time ago, isn't it?
Oh my God.
I don't even know how we met.
We met because we were all doing henna in the underground. You too? Yeah,
I was doing henna. No,
you were there. That's where I met you.
I might have been there. I don't think
you
I
were
was
there.
The one
you
doing
were
the
hanging
henna
because we were all hanging there. Uh-huh. I was hanging with Nadia. She was working with a couple of people, and then they kind of just dragged me in because I was an artist too. And then you would come by.
I would come by. Right.
And then you were like, "Hey, put your stuff in Vantage Point Studios." And that's how it started.
Dang. We used to hang out at the underground.
I'm telling you.
Underground used to pop.
Everybody used to hang. That's where I met most of the artists that I still know in Atlanta was from that time. That 2-year window. It was like everybody used to be there.
Yeah. The 90s, baby.
90s.
Lord have mercy. All right.
Who knew?
So let's start.
That was the greatest time of our lives.
No. And not the greatest. You still got more time left to go.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
All right, so let's think about tell us about growing up. You were born in Brooklyn, but you grew up in Elizabeth, New Jersey.
That's right.
So how that happened? What happened? Y'all moved, or you were born and you moved, or
it was kind of crazy. My parents lived in Brooklyn. My dad got a good job in New Jersey, so we moved. The family moved. The first family. All my family's in New York. Or Miami. People of Haitian ancestry tend to have a family in New York or Miami. And they moved. They had just come over because my dad was in France. He went to college in France, and they had decided to move to New York because of my aunt. They ain't like it as much. They like New Jersey because it's more suburban, like what they used to.
What was your dad doing in France? He went to school? And where's he from? Haiti. So from Haiti, he went to France, went to school, and found your mom where?
But he was a dissident.
All right.
He had to leave. No, I mean...
Now I understand you. Wait a minute, now I understand you.
Yeah, my dad was politically active. And, there was a regime there that was going to kill anybody who was politically active, so he had to leave.
So he went to France.
That's where he was
And where
staying.
he meet your mom at?
He kind of met her in Haiti.
Okay.
He left France.
So she's Haitian
followed
too,
him.
and you're Haitian then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Haitian American?
Yeah. But the thing is, we got family here that's been here for like 100 years. So it's just like, it doesn't... It's very, being of Haitian ancestry really helps as an artist, because you see things in like damn near like 5 dimensions. You know what I mean? Because you understand stuff that's going on in the Caribbean. You understand stuff in Europe because you can speak French. You understand the Latin American world because you're right there, so you can understand some Spanish. And you're here right next to America. So that really helped me. Like, it gave me a broader view.
Wow.
Easier, early. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the funny thing is, there were no people of Asian ancestry in Elizabeth, New Jersey when we came. So it didn't matter. There was nothing there. Nobody even knew what that was at that time.
Right. Okay. So you're young. You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Younger, older?
My brother's 1 year older. My sister's like 10 years younger, and my other sister's 20 years younger.
Wow.
Yeah.
They kept it rolling. That's cool. Do what you want. All right.
Man.
So you're growing up in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and when does art enter your consciousness?
Early.
How?
It
How
entered
happened?
through my dreams.
Your dreams?
Yeah, my dreams. The thing, I think if I was in Africa, I would be a griot, like just born into being a griot, because I would have these crazy dreams, and all my homeboys would gather around. I'm talking, we were 5, 6, 7, and I would just say these crazy adventures.
Tell them about your dreams.
Yeah, and it was crazy. They were like, "Dude, you should be a writer," and so it had to come out in other ways, So it came out through art. And it's funny because some of the same characters I have till this day, the foundation was built when I was young. I just had to understand what I was looking at. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I think in another life I'd probably be a griot.
So what is it that you think that your dreams were telling you? What was that about? And that you understand now, or did you understand it then?
Well, I could say that my dreams were telling me that I have to create another way, kind of another culture parallel to the ones that we were just born in. We were all thrown in this colonialist culture, you know what I mean? But our DNA and our historical roots, they go back so far, all of us, and they're screaming to come out one way or another. And so I spent pretty much my whole life trying to figure that out, but still put it in the context of like right now, like wherever I'm living. But it still would always be near future, because it's almost like it's telling me to progress from where we've been to the future, which is something that they, the powers that be, they never let us just progress on our own. There's always some big trauma that happens.
Yeah.
AKA slavery, colonialism, and just invasion and destruction, and we never get to just let our technology go, let our thing flow, and that's the whole basis of my art.
Yeah. I have theories about that, but that's a different podcast for another time. Okay, cool. So you're a kid, and you're describing your dreams to your friends.
They know it till this day. I call my friend Pete. I've known him since 3 years old. He will tell me about 114. 114 been back that long.
That long.
I had it even on my number plate when I used to race on bikes, like in like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But it makes more sense now. All these things, I just grab them and try to put some sense to it.
I think that's what's cool about artists, is that the inspiration comes, the visions come, and your talent has to catch up to those ideals. And then when they catch up, it also helps you grow into the character and the person who you are to be, that you can understand them better. And now it's a full, complete circle and stuff.
That's right.
And you can put them visions out there. All right. So we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
So
keep the.
So you're in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Is there an Elizabethtown? Is that something different? Because I keep wanting to say Elizabethtown.
No, it's not Elizabethtown. Even though we call it E-Town, but it's not.
All right, I just don't want to get say it by mistake.
But the thing about Elizabeth it was really important to my growth.
Okay,
huge because Elizabeth is a port city, and if you look out your window, you see the skyscrapers, New York.
Okay,
so it's pretty much a suburb of New York. But a lot of working class families at the time. It was all very even keeled. Like we were right next to Newark, New Jersey, which still hadn't recovered from the riots of the '60s.
Okay,
so it was pretty distraught. Even though I went to school there, but it was like the kids I knew. I know everyone from that whole area. A lot of people in the area, and they never recovered. But there was such a difference from Elizabeth to Newark. The difference is crazy because, like, either I don't know what it was, but Elizabeth kids, when you grew up, and then hip hop came right as we grew up, and and because our families were like, I would say lower middle class, so we had a little more disposable income to really. So Elizabeth became really the place to kind of hang out at and get the trendiest fashion, the trendiest this, Vogel's record store. If you look at like the old Biz Markie videos, that's where he's hanging in. He's hanging in Elizabeth. A lot of his things are shot in Elizabeth.
So they're exploring the creativity. They have that chance to explore creativity.
You got New York. You got Newark, because Newark has its own energy, its own power. Newark was actually more militant than New York and Jersey City. If you don't know that, the Black Panthers in Jersey City were the most militant. The Muslim movement was right there in Newark. The mosques, all that. So that all was peering in. But we had New York, and then we had our own suburban living. We're like, what do we do now, guys? Let's go to New York. And then you grab stuff, and then we actually end up having cool breakdance crews. I was one of the only rappers in my city at the time, which is funny to me. People don't even believe it. I still got the demo. It's hilarious. It's terrible. But I was known for that and being a graffiti artist. That's what I was known for. And that helped me. Like, that really helped me in terms of exploring myself and exploring what I could do with the art that I grew up with. Because people try to lessen the importance of what you're not necessarily a product of your environment, but your environment teaches you stuff. And what makes that less important than Paris, France?
And I was going to right. Now, I was thinking, when you were saying that, I was thinking that hip-hop and the culture around the creative stuff of hip-hop, which is what hip-hop is about, the creative stuff, was like a rail that took you through that. Whereas without that, where do you go for art? Where do you go for the community, that music, and that whole sense of belonging and learning?
Not only are you right, but think about this. I remember when the streets didn't have hip hop in it. See, I'm old enough to. I'm dead serious. Do you know that the hard kids would listen to like rock? If you look at the Warriors, even though Warriors a spoof and a joke, but nobody was listening to hip hop in the Warriors. I keep telling them, the hard dudes like they were listening. So when hip hop came through, it actually helped me because it gave me. I was like, wow, I could create culture. Like it had everything: art, the music, the clothing,
dance, clothing,
like it had almost everything of a culture. That's why it's still alive. You know what I mean? Even though
hip hop is dead, but go ahead.
It ain't dead. Corporations have it, and when corporations have everything, it's gonna die. Yeah, simple as that.
It's a whole mess. And I think that what I mean by that most of the time when I say hip hop is dead is to piss people off, but also because it's the vibrant life that it had is not there.
I can't get.
There are people who still rap, who still rhyme. There are people who do graffiti, yes, but it's not like a collective the way it was. It was living, breathing thing.